Hey everyone, Travis here, back in North America, land of freedom. It smells great. What smells even greater than the freedom that I'm surrounded in right now is Meteos, who's here with me after his win. This is day one, week 11. How's it going, Meteos?
I am doing well.
Now, you guys are on this like crazy win streak. How many games? I mean, I don't follow when I'm in Europe. I'm like, what those teams? But what's your win streak?
We are at 11 game win streak right now.
What's your record?
Our record's 13 from last split. So if we win out our last two games, we can tie our record, but there's no way of beating it.
Well, you're doing pretty well. Just watched that game against CLG, and I felt like that was a pretty good game. Would you say that was pretty good?
Yeah, it was a really good game. I think both teams made some good plays, and we just happened to win.
All the way up until when you guys stormed their base and then threw and let them have it back again.
Yeah, that was a really horrible call. We made some bad calls that game. When we gave our mid and hib, there was some miscommunication where we thought it was only one person pushing mid, so the call was to keep going, even though we should have backed and stopped their push. So that was really bad. And then trying to push against five people when they're under double Nexus turrets is generally not a good strategy. It could have worked, but our initiation was kind of wonky too, where I don't remember if it was me or Shen. One of us went in and then got knocked back, and then the Lulu ult didn't knock up double lift, and he got pretty much free reign over everyone. I died, and then four of us got out with one turret, which would have been an okay trade. And then we tried like hiding in the bush and jumping on him again, and that was like the epic throw. Where I don't know, all those fights, kept getting clutched by Afro's hooks. He's just the god tier Thresh.
Now, later on, there was a really interesting point in time, maybe in the last 5 minutes of the final Baron fight, where uh, CLG looked like they might try to base race, and you guys were pushing down towards their base, and then they all blue pilled, and then you immediately turned around and got that Baron uncontested. Was that like a planned situation where you're like, okay, let's bait them back into their base and run and get to Baron? Or was that just sort of like, oh, they blue pilled back. All right, let's go just grab Baron?
It was actually planned from the beginning because we saw them go off to the right, and when they go up there, the only thing for them to do up there is rush our inhib. So we figure, okay, we'll rush their inhib. Even if they try to base race, we have creeps, and one of their Nexus turrets is dead, so there's no way they'll win it. And then, so we started going, we didn't see any of them show up on our inhib, so we knew they backed, and then we just immediately rushed Baron because coming from base, going to Baron, you're not going to get there in time when we have, like, what was it, Kha'Zix. Well, actually, we didn't have an amazing comp for killing Baron. Kha'Zix is really good, but we were, like, level 18 with a lot of items at that point, so any comp will kill Baron extremely quickly.
Now, you guys are guaranteed to get at least second place here. And in fact, right now, I think technically you're first place, but that's only because TSM is one game behind you, I think. But tomorrow you play TSM, and that'll decide who gets first place for this entire split. Is it going to be Cloud9?
I don't really know. All these games, I feel like a game between CLG, TSM, or Cloud9, two out of those three can go either way. I think they'll always be good games. So I'm looking forward to that. The nice part about this is first and second place aren't that important. Either way, we're safe from relegation, which is just a huge weight off our backs. I would like to win, obviously, because, it's competition. I'm not going to go into a game trying to lose, but they're really good, and hopefully we'll play well.
Anything you're particularly concerned about there tomorrow? Or are you just like, oh, the Bjergsen is like too terrifying or something?
Well, Bjergsen's really good, but I think High is also really good, so I don't think they'll be able to get as big of an advantage off mid as they usually do. But obviously, this is patch 4.4. Level 1s or terror, anything can happen. Like, you don't really know what they're going to do, so hopefully one of us doesn't get gangbang level 1, and if we get past there, don't have any huge mistakes, hopefully we can take it.
I've noticed that High is trying to play support lately.
He is. That's always sort of been his play style. In solo queue, he likes playing support, and he's one of those guys who just likes helping out his team and just getting in there. And these champions he's been playing lately, Soraka, Lulu, are really good at that. And so it pretty much fits his style. It lets me play more offensive junglers because he can back me up, give me shields, heals, whatnot. So it actually works pretty well with our team.
So I noticed that whenever I think of you on a jungler, I tend to think of you on something like big and scary, like to come in and stop some stuff like Elise, and you're going to throw some stuff. But we've seen you now on Eve, who's this sort of stealthy thing. You're sneaking up, killing Benny early on in the XDG game. Does it feel different at all playing her as opposed to like some of the more tanky, scary, big champions?
Yeah, Eve is one of those champions that's pretty weird to play. It's after she got her nerf from being more of an AP mage champion to this bruiser hybrid damage champion. I had a lot of trouble switching because I wasn't used to making use of her attack speed, so I wouldn't really auto attack. And I tried her in solo queue. I lost like literally 6 games in a row on my main account, and I was like, wow, this champion's either really bad or I'm really bad. And so we didn't pick her up for a while. But then it was actually when I went over to IEM. I played Evil Lot and solo queue over there, and I sort of got the hang of her. And then once I figured out you're actually supposed to use the auto attacks on that champion, she felt a lot better. And she's still built. She utilizes the items that are really strong right now, which are Elder Lizard and Hex Drinker. And so she does mixed damage, so she faces the most team comps, and she applies a lot of pressure, even if you're just farming, because she could be anywhere at any given time.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Meteos, for the interview. Really appreciate it. It's so good to be back in the land of freedom. Looking forward to your match tomorrow against TSM. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of the NALCS at ongamers.com.